In addition to his FirstNet stuff?
Yes.
It's agnostic for the FirstNet stuff.
Yeah.
No.
So
No.
here's the thing: they're going to get the FirstNet stuff first, the 4.9 first, and that's going to happen pretty quickly. And once that's secured, they're going to go to the FCC. Okay, we're going to buy Dish. We're going to create this super high power capacity network with all the assets. And the reason why they're going to do that is they're using the same exact playbook that T-Mobile used to get their mergers done. AT&T is going to do the exact same thing, and it's going to work.
We need more spectrum because of fixed wireless needs.
Yep.
Because of, so you gave us the 50 for first responders, but that's strictly for first responders. Then we need more mid-band capacity for the commercial core, for the everyday users. So I can see it already.
Yep, same here. I hope it happens. Here's the thing, guys. If you're the owner of Spectrum, if you're the owner of a network, and think about it, Dish Network just got the FCC just to sign them off as a carrier because they completed their network build-outs, right, for those years that they were required to build out so much, but they failed. Okay, and they're gonna fail, and they're gonna be bankrupt and lose. It's good to give the carriers who are responsible, whether it be Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, that spectrum and those assets. Nothing is worse than having a carrier not be able to deliver to customers. And this is like Sneed was saying, they got billing issues, they got customer issues, they got activation issues. Why would anybody? They're worse than they're worse than T-Mobile on the day that they get hacked, right? Nobody wants to deal with any carrier like that. It's just horrible.
Moose, do you see any obstacles keeping FirstNet and AT&T from getting this 4.9?
No. I mean, Sambar literally was popping champagne bottles.
Oh,
he was
shit.
like, it's gonna happen. He literally is like, it's gonna happen.
It's a done deal. It's in the bag.
It's a done deal. I got some insider knowledge that I can maybe share offline, but it's definitely a done deal for sure. I've been knowing about this for I knew about this for at least a couple of years, like 2 years ago. It's a done deal.
Right.
See, we've been catching the little pieces of it. Like, I've been reading on it. I've been keeping tabs on it. There are entities that are fighting against this, including Verizon, but also, like, they don't want to see 4.9 go this way. But it's almost like it's destined for it.
Just wait, Cha-Cha. FirstNet is going to be the fastest, literally the fastest service in the United States.
Do you guys think that T-Mobile's going to have anything to say on this?
No. And the reason why is because
they've been politicking for FirstNet access.
They just bought US Cellular, so they're going to be wise to keep their mouths quiet this time. But that's just my opinion.
All I got to say, bro, is regulators don't regulate, bro. That's pretty clear.
So a couple of predictions. 1Q 2025, the first 4.9 gigahertz radios and antennas go up nationwide. It's going to be a very similar rollout process where they're going to do a one-touch to the existing Nokia to Ericsson conversions, but then the Ericsson markets that already have it, they're going to do the same process as Band 14, where the most congested areas are going to get it first. And then, slowly it's going to go to the suburbs and then the rural areas, etc.
How long are they going to get to build this, Moose?
It's going to be before the World Cup, guaranteed. So they're gonna do it in 2 years. In a year and a half. And I can tell you this because just wait till Pascal or Sambar or somebody says we are going to put dedicated capital dollars for this build. I'm telling you this right now. And then, by the way, FirstNet is going to guarantee 50% or 75%, whatever they're going to do. They're going to be given some billions to do it. Because guess how much was the Band 14 rollout, right?
The dedicated spend?
The dedicated spend just for Band 14 antennas and radios, right? Easily a couple billion.
Sure.
So that's going to be the same thing for the mid-band. It's going to be a couple billion. And
it's going to be, it's actually more expensive.
Yes,
I
because
mean,
inflation.
because
Right?
I mean, it's just a different day. I mean, we're talking
Yeah.
about a FirstNet when it was first awarded to AT&T. We're talking 2017, 18.
Right. Where the investment community was cheap money, and was flowing. The APRs were so low, cheap capital. Right.
And building a low band grid is different than building the mid band grid.
Exactly. You're gonna have to do clusters of sites. You can't just do one, and then after two sites, like you were the one that actually told me that, Chacha, right? Where it's like one every other site was band 14 rollout, and then it started filling in.
Yeah.
This one, it's gonna have to be the same as C band, where it's gonna be in clusters of sites.